Now you're listening to Living with Bassel Podcast.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bassel speaking from Living with Bassel Podcast. Today's episode will be about things I love and hate about Brazil. I have been living here in Brazil for the last 2 years and a half, and after a lot of experiences, I've decided to make this episode. So if you are thinking about maybe moving to Brazil or just driving to Brazil in general, firstly, I would like to mention the things that I hate about here, because I would like to end this episode on a good note. Number 1. The foreign labor market. If you are a fluent or a native English speaker who is looking to secure a job as soon as possible, you probably have a chance to secure something as an English teacher. But the problem with English schools here is that they don't give you a permanent contract, which is known here as CLT. They give you a freelancer contract, which is known here as PJ. But the problem with this contract is that they don't give you any health insurance or any security, so they might kick you out without any benefits whatsoever. And even if you secure a job at a school which gives you this kind of permanent contract, they will probably give you a really low salary and it won't be worth it. And if you are a college graduate who's looking for a job within his or her major, it won't be an easy thing to do because there are so many applicants here who are way more fluent in Portuguese than you are, so you don't have a really good chance of securing anything. That's why you see a lot of foreigners here teaching English, teaching Spanish or whatsoever just to get by. The second thing that I despise about living here is that the rent prices here are extremely high, especially if you're looking for a flat or a house in a good area. You're going to pay at least around 2k for a flat. That's not including water bills or electric bills. You're just paying for the rent and condominium, and the house will be around maybe 1,500 if it's in a good neighborhood. And what makes it a pain in the ass, if you're not making really good money, at least around 4k, you'll be forced to live with other people in a shared house or in a shared apartment because you won't be able to cover the costs. The last but not least, import taxes on technological products. If you are deciding to move to Brazil, I highly suggest that you buy any technological product from your home country because it will be way more affordable than buying anything from here, especially laptops or cameras. Here, a 2-year laptop will cost you 4 to 5k Brazilian reals. Therefore, just buy anything before moving here. Now, I will be talking about the things I like about Brazil. The first thing that I like about Brazil is the amount of amazing friends that I've met here. Although at the beginning it was pretty difficult because my Portuguese was pretty lackluster, but once I started improving my linguistic skills and started going out, I've met the best people I've ever met in my life. The second thing that I like about Brazil is the variety of immigrant communities, especially in big cities like Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro and Curitiba. The most prominent communities here are Japanese, Italian, Portuguese and Lebanese. Therefore, if you like any of these cultures or all of them, you will have a blast here for sure. The third and the last thing I like about Brazil is the moderate weather. It doesn't get too hot or too cold across the whole year. For example, last month the coldest degree it reached was 7 or 9 degrees, so whenever you are thinking about coming here, you'll enjoy the weather. That was my list of things I love and hate about Brazil. This is Bassel from Living with Bassel Podcast. See you on the next one. Peace.